Hey folks, Sylvius here, back for what I'm pretty sure is part 5 of RPG shooter Starwish. We're about maybe like 40% of the way through the game at this point. Maybe a little bit less, like 38% of the way through the game. And it only gets harder from here on in. I noticed Ginny hauling some huge equipment past the cafe. Whoa, Ginny, need some help with that? Oh, hello, Mr. Deuce. 'Tis okay, I'll be fine. Hey, crash. Ginny, are you hurt? I am well. What is all this stuff anyway? These are materials for modules. You need plenty after all. I must say, you're stronger than you look. It's all part of being a farm girl. A lot of heavy lifting after all. Here, let me help you carry some of this. No, that's okay. Sorry to burden you. You're not burdening me, Ginny. You know, I've noticed something. You tend to avoid asking for help. How come you insist on doing things yourself? Oh, I guess I never really noticed. Thinking about it? Yeah, I guess I was taught to be self-sufficient. I feel bad taking advantage of others. I know many people are willing to help me out, but I feel like I'm imposing on others. I'm uncomfortable with people doing things for my sake. That's the point of helping others, though. Sometimes it's more efficient to have two heads instead of one. I suppose I can see that. I also want to test the limits of my own existence. I don't expect to become the pinnacle of everything, but if I don't try doing things by myself, I'll never know what I can do. Well, ordinarily I would say don't push yourself, but that seems to be exactly what you want to do. But you know what? I'm going to say it anyway. Don't push yourself. We're all here to lend a hand, whether you like it or not. Well, thank you, Mr. Deuce. I suppose I can use a hand. That's all I ask. I helped Ginny carry the rest of her equipment to engineering, whether she wanted me to or not. Walking behind her, I couldn't help but stare at her figure. She was fairly short, but very cute. God, what am I thinking? I almost dropped the mod materials. Deuce. So, what you got there? Oh, this? It's, nothing. Looks like a cookbook to me. No, it's not. It's, fine, alright. Happy now? Why the interest in cooking? I like to make dinner later. Is that a crime? The way you cook, it should be. You can't even tell the difference between salt and sugar. I'll make dinner as usual. Like, you don't make mistakes. Besides, I've been practicing. I'm not asking, I'm telling. You need far more rest than I do. I've already got the food prepped anyway. Why do you always have to do everything? Stop pampering me and treating me like a child. Oh, get over yourself. This isn't about pampering. Between us, you have the more important job. What do you mean? Whether or not you realize it, you're an invaluable asset to the crew. Every day I see you come back home exhausted, you push yourself pretty hard. I know, but just once I want to do something nice for you. Yeah, well, cooking isn't your strong suit. Just leave the chores to me. I'll make you eat those words. I'm pretty sure I'll happily eat my words over your cooking. Oh, forget it. I watched Tessa storm off in frustration. Maybe I was too hard on her? Yeah, it kind of seemed like I was a jerk there. You probably didn't notice it much the first time around, but flying in an ocean slows you down. Further down the road, oceans will slow you down even more. As such, you may wish to consider investing in more engine mods during such encounters. Hello again! I made a new module, the Crit Mod. The Crit Mod increases your chance to critically hit with guns by 1% per mod installed, stacking with your own critical percent stat. Some weapons have naturally higher critical hit rates, so you may wish to take that into consideration. Due to the sensitive nature of this device, there's a limit on how many can be installed. Noted off to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no money. We're going to be doing some farming after this. There's that weapon I wanted to buy an upgrade for that I can't afford right now. Alright, Starship Graveyard sounds like a good spot to farm it for now. Gotta remember to turn that on each time. So on a side note, I just did a video for Minecraft. In case anybody also watches those, or is considering watching those. I switched from survival mode to like pure creative mode for a little while, making a roller coaster. In case anybody has any interest in seeing that. Although, on that note, in one of my Minecraft videos, I commented how some people in my family used to make fun of me and call me the guy from Cheers. Cheers is an old, like, maybe... You know, I don't really know what year it was made. Or recorded, I guess, was the word before. Anyway, Cheers is this old, like, maybe 80s show that takes place in a bar, mostly. And one of the guys, he was a postman, and he always had, like, these did you know facts. He'd be like, you know, did you know, I don't know, there's 8 countries that end in stan. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, and honestly, I can't remember the ones. I think there's 2 more though. Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. I thought there was 2 with 8s. Afghanistan and Azerbaijan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan or something like that. There you go. There's the 7. Anyway, so he was like, he always had those kind of factoids, so I also have a tendency to have those factoids, so my family always made fun of me for it, because I didn't appreciate it. Dude, I mean, what's the big deal, you know? It's like a fun fact. It's not like I'm going to quiz you on it later on. You can immediately forget it if it has no interest to you. Anyway, though, so I had originally commented on that factoid that my family made fun of me for that while I was doing a Minecraft video. And if you'll see to the right here, I have like information on this game in case you have any interest in playing on it. Also, I'm giving, you know, like props to the developer and whatnot. Just for the record, before I continue, this game is like free to play on Congregate and whatnot. And as far as I know, the developer does not have a like paid version or anything. But through Congregate, you can like send money to the developers and stuff like that. And I found this game to be so amazingly good that I sent money to the developer. So it isn't like I'm not plugging the developer here. I thought this game was like legitimately one of the best games I've played. Anyways. So yeah, in that Minecraft video, real quick, I'm going to do just another money run into Neon City here. So I started, you know, I always have that on the side here. Well, for, you know, my Tibia ones, I have information on my character in case anybody's wondering what my level is and my skills and things like that. Whoops. I have to stop crashing into buildings. Whoops, and that was not the right button. That was the right button. So yeah, for all the Flash games, I kind of have like who the developer is and things like that, and also the name of the Flash game. That's especially important since the Flash playlist is just all the Flash games, whereas the other ones are like just that the game in question. What else do I play? FTL. Oh yeah, FTL has a list of what my mods are in case anybody's interested on that. So anyway, though, for Minecraft, I didn't have a need for that. So for the Minecraft one, I started just putting fun facts. Or did you know facts, I call them. So at the very least, you could click on my my last Minecraft video to see what my fun fact was. My did you know fact. It's not an issue of real importance, but I find those things interesting. Got it. I've always appreciated factoids. Because at best, the information's worthless, and then you just forget it. And no harm done. And then, you know, ideally the information is interesting or fun or something along those lines. And you're, you know, enriched as a person for learning something new. Whatever. I think my family's making fun of me for the always having a did you know fact was less of a making fun of me for always knowing something, and more of just an issue of like trying to like make fun of me for things. My family doesn't have a whole lot of respect for me. To be fair, I do a lot of stupid things, but I do think my family kind of gives me a raw to do it sometimes. Whoa, what? Whoop, 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 dodge it. Oh, I ate that plasma. I was halfway dead there. If I had screwed up just a few more times, I might have legitimately died. Secondary damage is nice and increased. Accuracy is nice and increased. Evade. Speed save. Shields regen per second. EXP boost. Critical damage. Critical chance. Item drop chance. Moolah boost. And she's just never going to carry that weapon I want anymore. Whatever. I don't care. Alright, Jungle Maze, Varsal Life. I'm thinking... Jungle Maze sounds fun. Let's switch to the laser, I haven't used that. Ah, this horse. Ah, I keep doing that. I need to push no to fire this. This course kills me a little bit inside because I can't kill everything. Oh, how did I switch to that? I meant to switch to this. Now I can sort of kill everything. There we go. Yeah. I'm paying more attention to the bombs I'm dropping on the things than I am on the things that are actually shooting at me up the stairs. Yeah, got the XP. You know, I don't really, like, this bomb is kind of a pain to use, but I'm glad I've upgraded it recently. Wow, what is that? Is that EXP? Or is that money? The purplish black one is shields, I don't know. I think, yeah, I think the yellow one back there was, in fact, money. Hit him! Ah, I didn't get him. There we go. Boss time? Boss time? Seems like boss time. Living heart approaching. This guy. Staying back gives me a little bit more time to dodge. Increase overdrive automatically. Secondary weapons fire additional shots. Some bullets travel faster, some guns shoot further as well. All of those are really good. Alright. Increasing overdrive automatically is just flatly positive, and that's good. Secondary weapons fire additional shots would affect the spread of the bombs that ideally I want to use. Possibly these bombs too, I don't really know. Some bullets travel faster, some guns shoot further as well. I'm going to go with long shot. It's a long shot, but I'm going to go with it. Alright. We're still trying to decode the pirate distress signal. The Enigma are just as their namesake. They're difficult to crack. Did we at least get a partial message? If you count 7399J2X dot or dash 9998Z124 as a message, then yes. Another day wasted. I don't know how much longer we can linger here before the Federation comes looking for us. Can't we just ask the Enigma for help? Whoa, I wouldn't do that. Why not? From what Triton once told me, the Enigma do not like being approached by outsiders. Triton was a dissenter among his own race and joined us out of his own accord. I imagine the natives wouldn't help us out if our lives depended on it. Fortunately, the Enigma adopted a hands-off approach. So we do manage to find Triton's body. I don't think they would interfere. You seem to know a lot about Triton. Trust me, that's about all I know. He was, well, enigmatic. Not just that, you know about a lot of pirate lords, like Gan. Just how far did you and Oracle go back? Let's just say I've been by Oracle's side longer than I've known you, but between me and Johnny, Johnny knew her longer than I did. Holy smokes, Johnny, how old are you? Old enough, I'd say. I feel like everybody's been hiding things from me. You don't know that half of it. I wouldn't think too much about it, friend. Rest assured, we'll assist you in any way we can, as we did with Oracle. Yep, that's all that matters, right? Thanks, guys, but then... If she's known both of you for decades, why did she pick me as commander? You guys have way more experience. A young cub's gotta learn somewhere, right? It's a good experience for you. I don't know. I'd still feel safer with one of you guys leading. No way, I couldn't run my cafe and chase women as commander. Yep, and I wouldn't be able to drink my brain to death. Wait, it's not that I was suitable to be commander, it's that you guys didn't want to be in the hot seat. Well, yeah, so good luck with that. Screw you guys, I'm gonna go train. Swig, I'm naming you as my new commander. Don't break a nail on your way out. Okay, Master Juice, we shall now engage each other. Wait, shouldn't we, load dummy rounds or something? No, this is a live training session. It's what you wanted, is it not? You'll go easy on me, right? Mar fired a shot directly at me. It wasn't even a powered down shot. My shields took the hit. Come with me with everything you have. You're insane! I engaged one-on-one against Mare. I fired every conceivable weapon I had, trying to figure out Mare's weakness, if any. The sad fact remained that he outmaneuvered and outgunned me by a mile. Fighting Mare was like watching a fly buzzing around, spitting high-yield wave beams in every direction. In the end, Mar shut down my power core, leaving me immobile and defenseless. We ended the dogfight there. Cripes, Mare, you're too fast. On top of that, your cannons spray the battlefield. How the heck am I supposed to match you? So what is it you think you should be doing? I don't know, activate self-destruct for mutually assured destruction? Master Juice, don't even joke about that. Self-destruct is strictly a last resort. You should think about other options available to you. Look, I'm not into the guessing game. Why don't you just come out and tell me what I did wrong? The most well-remembered lessons are the ones you come to realize yourself. Tell me, if you were a mouse and encountered a hungry cat, what would you do? I don't know, run? Why would you run? Because the cat would tear me to shreds. I have no means to fight back. Yesterday, you noted I would annihilate your ass. Why did you not run from me today? Well, unlike the mouse, my ship can fight back. And yet you continued to battle me when it became apparent you could not win. Look, I know you're saying I should have run, but what good would that do? You'd still be a threat. By running away, you buy yourself time to do any number of things. Gather more allies, develop a counter, figure out the patterns, anything. The point I'm trying to get across is that there is always something stronger than you. If and when you do encounter it, you must reconsider your actions. Running from the Earth Wall when it was being attacked by the Firebolt was the proper response. Master Orca could not be saved. Mare, how could you even bring that up? I need you to accept that you did the right thing. Do so and we may go on with the training. Fine, but I still want to learn how to be a better pilot. None of this philosophical garbage. Very well, as long as you accept that sometimes you need to run. I shall instruct you in the ways of fighting, so that you will need to run less often. Didn't I say something about becoming stronger so I wouldn't need to run in the first place? No, back then you did not even consider the idea of escape. You treated the idea with disdain. What about you? Is there anything you run from? Yes. However, I will need to confront it again one of these days. Well, when that time comes, you can count on us. Funny, Master Oracle said the same thing. Our training is over. You should return to the base and repair. Ugh, I'm beat. Mare didn't have to go that far beating me down, did he? Sleeping sounds. Huh, oh, Tessa's snoring again. Man, why doesn't she ever fall asleep on her own bed? Well, I hope she doesn't mind me using some of her medical tape. Deuce, is that you? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Deuce, you're bleeding. What's this? It's nothing. Just a little roughhousing from Mara. You know I don't like seeing you battered up like this. Let me get my supplies. Yeah, well, I took it upon myself to train hard, so train hard I am. Here, how's this feel? Oh, cripes, that stings. It's a new type of disinfectant. It hurts like mad, but works far better than anything I've seen. If you hurt yourself again, I'll make sure to double the application. No, that's okay. I'll just hear naturally. Hey, wait, I'm captain now, and I can order you not to use that stuff. I think you're forgetting. As ship's doctor, I can relieve you of command if I feel you are mentally unfit. Yep. Look, joking aside, Deuce, I didn't become a doctor just to watch you get beat up. I'll always be here to take care of you, but promise me you won't throw your life away so easily. Of course I won't. Alright, well I'm going back to bed. Oh, Tessa, thanks for tending my wounds. Hey, don't go getting all nice on me. I'm charging you a fortune. What? Hey! Sleep. I thought about what happened today. We still hadn't found anything regarding Triton's message. I ended up spending most of the day getting blasted by Mar. I understood what Mar was trying to teach me to run when the odds were impossible, but I still didn't like the idea of leaving the prowl unsolved. What if it came back even stronger? Was I supposed to keep running? I didn't like running. If the opportunity presented itself, I would strike. I only leveled up once in that. Level 36. My weapons are all massively not leveled up with me. I caught Johnny looking surprisingly depressed. Johnny, you alright? Huh? Oh, it's just you, Deuce. Did something happen? Yeah, you could say that. Another distant relative of mine died today. The worst part is I never got the chance to meet this person. Oh man, that's terrible. A distant relative? Why does that bother you so much? You could say I'm very sentimental. I pay close attention to my family affairs. Even if they're 100 branches away from me, I care about my relatives. That sounds like a lot of work. They're among the few things that still give me meaning. Not to change the subject, but have you seen Swig or Mara run? The two of them are pretty flighty. Swig has a lot of side jobs, and Mara's just Mara. Just pray that they show up in the cafeteria each day. Okay, thanks, Johnny. And there's Swig in the cafeteria. So Swig, what can I do for you? Last time you asked me what I do when this is all over. I'd like to hear what your plans are. That's easy. I want to be a pirate for the rest of my days. What? Hey, what about all that stuff you said about missing opportunities? Unlike you, I've already lived a normal life. And you don't want to go back to living that way? I do, but I don't really have a home to go back to. Bamboo and its inhabitants are long gone. Yeah, but that shouldn't... Oh, crap, I didn't mean to double-click that there. I don't know, it's too much effort. Come on, you're supposed to set an example for me, aren't you? I think you're a little old to be following my example. Well, joking aside, it's not too late to return to a normal life. I'll even help you out. I appreciate your concern, friend, but this is my way of life now. If you say so, Swig. When you use overdrive, you are invulnerable for a few seconds after the beams pass. Your shields will slowly change from pink to blue. When blue, you can be harmed again. I don't know what's going on in Deadeye's mind, but she asked me to tell you about her new weapon. Oh, what is it? It's called the Charge Beam. Unlike most beams, this one serves two functions. If you rapidly press the fire button, you get a weaker machine gun-like weapon. However, if you hold down the fire button, you can rapidly build up the charge to unleash a much larger shot. The beam can only hold so much energy before it must be discharged, so it will automatically fire at full charge. Take note, the beam will discharge prematurely if it comes into contact with anything during charging. Thanks, Tessa. She doesn't even sell me an upgrade for it. Looks like it's time to, bail. And she still doesn't charge with me to have a weapon for it. I can upgrade my saw mines though. That's good enough. Level 2! I'm sure this stems from like it was easier to design the game this way, but it would have been really cool if I could just get the weapons that I want. As opposed to having to do this repeatedly. Oh, snap. I'm gonna buy that. I probably don't even have enough money for anything else. So, Forest of Life. Which of these weapons did I just purchase an upgrade for? I did just take that with my face, didn't I? I didn't want to use the new weapon, you know. Incidentally, I can pop the new weapon on real quick. If you get shot while it's charging, it'll, or if you, like, crash, I think, yeah, it discharges, and you have to wait to charge it. For this weapon to not be a horrible piece of crap, by the way, you need to turn off the auto-fire thing. Because when the auto-fire is on, it just automatically discharges. And you can't prematurely fire it, like she specifically said. It is a neat weapon, though. It is good for certain bosses, too. That one from a couple videos back where it's got the 3 lights on it, and you have to hit the green one, and then it changes every time you hit it or so. It is a good weapon for that boss. Cash. More cash. Look at all the mushrooms. Yeah, I was thinking when I took that long shot skill up thing, I think that was probably a mistake. Because if I remember correctly, one of my things that I'm leveling up increases the damage of my secondary weapons. So more secondary weapons plus that particular skill change would have probably been a smart move. Whatever, though. Rocket snail approaching. Although on that note, now that I'm actually paying attention to it, my saw blades go way further than they used to. I just took notice of that, actually. Those saw blades become way better. I still have no luck finding Triton. I can see why the Federation had such trouble tracking him even after he was shot down. So we managed to crack most of Triton's signal. Finally some good news. Well, what does it say? Oh boy. As it turns out, they're Triton's combat logs. That jumble of nonsense we saw was their shorthand. We found out an interesting piece of information. It turns out the reason for that huge crater is the firebolt itself. The firebolt took out large chunks of the planet when it attacked Triton. More importantly, the combat logs mention where Triton's crash landed, except we haven't fully deciphered that part yet. We know the general vicinity he's in, so if you fly out tomorrow, we should have the exact location for you at the end of the mission. Weird, why would he send us his combat logs, and under such heavy encryption? Since it contained his crash location, I'm guessing he didn't want the Federation to find him so easily. It's a security measure to prevent salvaging Enigma technology. I hate to break the bad news to you guys. Looks like Nefertiti's done with her report and is en route somewhere. No doubt she's coming here. Assuming she's headed straight here, she should arrive within the next day or so. That doesn't give us much time. Damn, we're so close. If she appears, we're done for. Can we set a trap for her? That'd be like setting a mousetrap against a bear. She's far too powerful for anything we could possibly muster. We just need to delay her long enough to loot and run. We're not exactly equipped to delay that monster for even a second. If she can demolish Triton's fleet in seconds, I'm not even going to imagine what she'll do to us. Damn, so the only thing we can do is try to get to Triton before she does. That's what I would do. Alright then, we need those coordinates as soon as possible. You guys have the bridge. Oh, Deuce! Good to see you. Tessa, what are you doing here? Aren't you on duty? Yeah, I needed a quick break. I'm so tired. Oh, can you stop by engineering? Yeah, sure, what's up? Ginny hasn't been looking well lately. I tried to examine her, but she insisted that she is well. She seems to perk up a bit when you're around, though. I thought it might do some good for you to go talk to her. Weird. Alright, I'll go see what's up. Thanks, Deuce. I saw Ginny working on the engine as usual. As she worked, though, her eyes were fixed in the distance, lost in thought. Oh no, it's getting worse. How much longer will it last? I don't want to think about it. Hey, Ginny, how are things? Mr. Deuce! Crash. I pray things have been going well for you as captain. Yeah, we might be lucky tomorrow. We have to work fast, though. That is good to hear. Mr. Deuce, if I may be so bold, may I ask you a personal question? What is it? What sort of girls do you like? What's this all of a sudden? I'm curious. What is it you generally look for? Let's see. Hot, willing to take off her clothes, able to cook, clean, and do my laundry. You know, the most male chauvinistic image possible. Mr. Deuce, I'm serious. Okay, well, I don't really know what I'm looking for. What? But you flirt with women all the time. I was under the impression you talk to everybody. Yeah, that doesn't mean I actually know what I'm looking for. I suppose I like a woman who knows how to get results. You mean like Miss Deadeye? No way, she'd sooner use me as a target dummy. And you prefer someone who'd take care of you? I guess so, I mean, wouldn't we all? Miss Tessa and you have been taking care of each other for years. She is well suited to you, is she not? She's not really into me. Besides, she likes to scream my ear off for being irresponsible. You don't mind my asking, why the sudden interest? As silly as it sounds, I've never actually been in a relationship. Really? I thought half of engineering was fawning all over you, and those farmers back on home planet. No, I like them as friends and co-workers, but not anyone I would be interested in. Truth is, I've always been scared to get close to anybody. Well, you don't seem scared around me. That's because talking to you is like talking with a girl. Burn. Look at his face. You wound me deeply, Ginny. Somehow your presence puts me at ease. Well then, what do you look for in a guy? Me? Sure, it's only fair, right? Well, I don't know. As I said, I've never been in a relationship. What about general quality? Surely you wouldn't want a man as Surely you want a man as dashingly handsome as buffed like me. No way. I suppose when I think about it, I like somebody who cares more for the people he works with than himself. Someone who works hard even when he knows there's no reward for his deeds. Someone who makes me earn his trust instead of just handing it to me. You must be talking about Johnny then. I'll put in a good word for you. What? I can see why Tessa has a hard time with you. Master Juice, it's time. Alright, Mark. Ginny, let's just say you're not the only one who's afraid. I see. Are you ready for your next lesson, Master Deuce? Ready as I'll ever. We shall begin with evasive maneuvers. Prepare yourself. At once, Mare filled the battlefield with a wave of projectiles. Think only about survival. Your body will take care of the rest. I tried to think about where I could possibly fly to dodge the hail of bullets. Miraculously, the bullets all whizzed by me. Keep focusing. There's more coming. Think about ways to get away from me. How? Your ship is faster than mine. If that's the case, don't let me tail you. I thought about what he meant by not letting him tail me. There were only a few ways to accomplish that. Fortunately, there was no cover here. Good, you gained a lot of distance by going past me, but what good will it do? As soon as you turn around, you'll catch up to me. That's when you start looking for things to hide behind, or fire off some decoys. I see. I still think it's best to kill you and put an early end to this chase, but I'm well aware I'm no match. The lesson continued for a few good hours. In the end, I was unable to get away from Mare since there was nothing to hide behind. The intense gunfire managed to keep me on my toes, though. I think I got better at maneuvering. Good, we shall end our skirmish here. Tomorrow, we may begin combat training. Thanks, Mary. That's a hell of a workout. Bear completely exhausted me. I needed some time to myself to think about things. It looked like Triton's transmission ended up being his ship's combat logs containing his crash point. Swig should have the exact coordinates for me at the end of the raid tomorrow. We'll need to move fast. Nefertiti was already on her way here, and she'd rip through us with no effort. Mare finally taught me some useful maneuvers today. I felt more confident about my escaping skills. I was rather surprised to see Mare taking such involvement with me. Originally, we never spoke at all. Whatever the case, I hope that what I learned would be enough in the face of the fireball. I am going to do all the talking here, and then I'm going to grind, I think, maybe the Federation Sky Base, and then I'll end the video. Did I not level up one of those last time? Or what happened? Come, Deuce, we're going out. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? I knew you'd come to talk to me, so I prepared this in advance. Deadeye handed me some equipment. Let's go, hon. Wasting no time, we took my ship out and set up the equipment. So what are we doing anyway? We're just collecting some samples in space. Thanks for helping me out. Is this really necessary? Not really. I just wanted to see what it was like flying with you. I can never tell if you actually mean that or if you're joking with me. Just a few more minutes and I'll have the samples I need. Alright, so what do you intend to do with these samples? It's from my collection. I like collecting debris. That's it? You're not using them to study more weapons materials? Nope. What, I can't have a little hobby? Well, it's not quite what I expected. Let's head back, shall we, hun? You got it. It's been bugging me for some time, but why do you call me hun anyway? I never hear you call Swig that, so it must be me. What's wrong with hun? Nothing, it's just that I'm used to being... I'm used to that being used for, like, tuples. Oh, I suppose I could call you Dearie. No, that just makes you sound like a granny. What about Sweetie? Look, what's wrong with just calling me Deuce? Sorry, I didn't mean to anger you. Oh no, I didn't mean to raise my voice like that. I guess I didn't want people to get the wrong idea about us. I understand. I'm trying to sound friendly, but I guess it's not working. It's alright, you can call me whatever you want. I was just curious, that's all. Oh, okay, thanks, hon. I admit, it was kind of fun helping her out with this. I still don't know what to make of Deadeye, but she's not so bad once you get used to her. I know I shouldn't be asking, but... would you tell me about your childhood? Ginny seemed lost in thought for a moment. There's really not much to tell. I'd like to hear anyway. Let's just say I was a runaway. Huh? You don't strike me as the type. I was rambunctious, even foolhardy. Moreover, I was adventurous. As a young child, I set out to explore a myriad of new places, but I suddenly found myself unable to return. No matter how hard I tried, my hope was gone. I spent weeks, maybe months, trying to return. It felt as though I'd lost everything. That's when the farmers took you in? Yes, I met an elderly couple who saw me in my embarrassing state. They took pity on me and let me live with them. Why would complete strangers take me in and ask for nothing in return? That concept boggled me. I tried to repay them for their kindness countless times, but they wouldn't hear. Their selflessness touched me deeply. I vowed to always aid others, even at my own expense. I see, so tell me, you never really failed the Federation exams, did you? Oh, I guess you realize it. Yeah, you can't get in without proper birth records. I am sorry I lied to you. Remembering the past opens some old wounds. Oh, it's no trouble. Thanks for sharing them. Indeed, I feel a load off my mind having told somebody. Despite her sincerity, I couldn't help but feel she was still withholding something. Well, Deuce, I think I've told you everything you need to know. Okay, thanks, Johnny. If you're ever in a bind, just gain a few levels and try again. There we go. Good to see you as always. I have created the item mod. This item mod will increase the amount of power-ups dropped by enemies in combat. You never know when you need that little boost. Caps out of file also. I think I should get 2 more shield regens, but let's see what we have in the weapons lab for now. That's the charge beam there, only at level 12. I could pick up these bombs. I could pick up these bombs. I actually can't afford those bombs, so that's not an option. I'll pick up these though. Alright. And now it's just farming the Federation Skybase for now. Yeah, look how the range of those really has increased. Oh, look at that cash. Sweet, sweet cash. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, yeah. EXP and cash, even better. Oh, I gotta fire off my overdrive. That was a good enough time. I wonder if I can get stuck up here when my shield comes back online. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him! Oh! Because the beams go further, or the assault disc things go further, I didn't get a chance to kill him! It took too long for it to return. Last shot, or long shot, was a mistake. Crap, I flew into my face. Oh, I'm flying into the crap. I'm having kind of a hard time getting my bomb, in case anybody hasn't noticed that. Oh, and I missed Cash! And then I flew into the wall! I suck! By the way, I know people probably have heard this, but like, I have my air conditioning on now, because it's gotten hot enough that I can be like, entirely justified in turning it on. And I feel wonderful. It's amazing. You know what the best part about having my air conditioner on, besides being cool? Right now, I can breathe through my nose. Like, you know, the air conditioner has a filter on it, so it kind of like protects me from all the like allergy crap from outside. So yeah, I can, not only am I like pleasantly cool right now, but I also can breathe correctly. It's wonderful. It's actually, like, it's legitimately wonderful. See how fast I kill this guy. Not as fast as I thought it would be, to be honest. Hey, I leveled up. Boom, ba-doom, 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 ba. My cell mines are level 30. I don't think I need to spend that much money to get them to 33. Dude. I just, like... I just want to kill everything here, and then quit and return back to base. Ah! Nope. There we go. Now we're returning back to base. Alright. Oh, for Pete's sake, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna do another run in the jungle maze. I can't remember the jungle maze for the one that I didn't like. I don't like the ones that like split the map in two areas where I can only go on the top, although this does appear to be that way. Yeah. Maybe if I try really hard, I can still kind of get things with my bombs. Off to a great start with that. There we go. Ah! Got him. Crap, crap. Yeah, alright. Wanted that EXP, or... and nothing will stop me from getting it. Crap. Crap. Now I can't get back up there. I can't kill those things! No! At least I can kill those things. Must kill everything, and I can't right now. It's killing me a little bit inside. Killing me. Killing. Oh, look at all of them all up there. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah! I don't care if I have to take shots. I will get hit as many times as necessary to kill a single enemy. Living heart approaching. Better than a non-living heart, I suppose. This enemy is significantly easier to fight using mouse controls, by the way. Because the mouse keeps resetting my ship to the spot where the mouse is at. When you use the keyboards, he uses like a gravity wave thing to pull you into the direction of the center, essentially. So he pulls you into where the plasma hits. So you have to try to like dodge at the last second, because if you push the button too much, you'll shoot down into the oh, why are these finally? You'll shoot down into the laser beams. All right, sounds like good enough time to end here. How do I save and exit? So anyway, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. You could check out some of my other Flash games, or you could go to my channel and check out some of the other games. Tibia seems to be one of my more popular ones. Although I suppose if you don't like playing Tibia yourself, it won't do much good for you. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later.